Haters talking, but I don't even hear them. Yeah, man. Maddie on the beat.
Yo guys, what's going on? Toby here, or TBJZL, and welcome back to my FIFA 13 Virtual Pro Career Mode Series Prolific. And on screen we have some of my pro stats for you guys, because you guys have been asking to see like his attributes and that. So physical attributes doing quite well in that department, lots of greens and yellows, but when we come to the mental attributes, slacking on interceptions and aggression, which you would expect because he's a striker, but skill attributes is something I'm quite worried about. A lot of attributes in the orange there and very few greens and yellows, so going to be looking to improve those. And I guess that's because I tend to not focus on doing the accomplishments necessarily, and the accomplishments are what you need to basically get these attributes up, whereas I just play games and hope for the best. So maybe I should start looking into the possibility of just setting myself accomplishment targets and trying to achieve them in games, but for now I'm just going to stick to scoring goals and try and develop as much as possible anyway. And we come up in a game against Tottenham Hotspur. Now Spurs are just above us in the league, level on points there, but they do have a game in hand on us, so a win here would help us, you know, put them under a little bit of pressure for the last 2 games of the season or so. And they start off the bright side, getting the ball into the box, and Parker rises in the box to win the header in the 20th minute and make it 1-0 to them. But we reply within 15 minutes of that goal. Park finding Jizzle down the wing, he holds up the ball with a fake shot and plays it back through to Park, and he slots it past the goalkeeper to make it 1-1. Park and Parker on the score sheet. Coincidence? I think not. But yeah, it's a game of very few chances. Hernandez here having a really good opportunity to take the lead just before half time, but the block was made and went out for a corner, and we go in with the score at half time at 1-1. And like I said, yeah, game of very few chances. There's a lot of possession football in the midfield and some really resolute defending from the QPR boys, to be honest, because they do quite a good job of holding off Spurs. But we have a free kick in the 65th minute, and Jizzle hits that straight into the wall, and it goes out for a corner. And from the resulting corner, the ball trickles out a little bit, and Ephraim finds Jizzle in the box. He gets hauled down. I don't know how that is not a penalty, but somehow manages to keep the ball anyway. And I think he eventually gets a shot off, but straight at the goalkeeper, Hugo Lloris, and he makes a fantastic save to keep the score at 1-1. And it's basically all us in the second half. I mean, Tottenham were probably the better of the two sides in the first half, and look at this lovely bit of skill from Jizzle, getting the balls to Filen. He really should score there, but Lloris making another fantastic save and keeping the score at 1-1 in this game. And Jizzle breaking in from the right hand side once more. The ball eventually works its way to Rapt, and he fires wide of the target. And it's just a second half that's really dominated by us. I really don't know how we didn't manage to score here and take the lead. Bellucci here really should play a better ball into the box, and we would have had a chance of taking the lead late on there, but the keeper managed to do with that, and he had a fantastic game, Lloris. And that game finished 1-1, so really disappointed not to have I don't know, taken our chances more and put Spurs under pressure for the last couple of games, because they do have a game in hand. But some good news for us here: we are selected for the World Cup side, so it's our second season in our career, and we're already going to the World Cup, so we're achieving big things already. And in other news, Juventus win the Euro League. I'm not sure if that's meant to be the Champions League or the Europa Cup, I'm not entirely sure, but they won that, so whatever. And we go into our second London derby of today, playing against Chelsea at home. Now Chelsea, as you guys know, have already won the league. They sealed the title with 3 or 4 games to go, so they're under no pressure to perform in this game. However, we want to try and cement a Champions League spot. Right now that position is under threat by Manchester United, and I guess slightly less realistically Everton, due to their poor goal difference. They would need a win and us to lose by a significant amount for them to overtake us in the table. But Chelsea start off the brighter of the two sides. Terry getting a chance early on there, but heading over, and Bruno getting his shot blocked by Anton Ferdinand. But Granero gets a chance in the 37th minute. He heads it straight at Petr Cech, and we start to come into the game a little bit more. Jizzle here getting a really good chance, really should do better there, but take nothing away from Cech. It was a fantastic save. And so once more at half time we go in with the scores level, this time 0-0 though. In the second half we come out brightly. Park capitalising on a defensive error to nod the ball down to Jizzle. He breaks away and really should do better here, but credit to David Luiz, who put Jizzle under a bit of pressure at the last minute and forced him to fire wide of the target, and so the score remained at 0-0 at this point in the game. And you start to sense a little bit of frustration in Jizzle's game. He's not really getting clear opportunities as such. Those are his only two, like the last 2 chances, and he kind of just hacks out one of their players there and gets a yellow card for it. Really unnecessary, but treading on thin lines here now, on a fine line, but I guess that allows him to focus on trying to get a goal now, and he gets a shot off there just over the bar. Obviously having to be careful with tackles, so no more frustration from him, and a bit more patience with stuff. But he played the ball through there, I think, to Farlin, but he's just offside, I think. Look at that, really close decision. I don't know if they're ever gonna make it so that the computers actually make errors, essentially. But in the 88th minute of the game, Diakite plays the ball to Jizzle, and he turns and gets a shot off and fires past the goalkeeper to make it 1-0 in the 89th minute of the game, and just nick the game away from Chelsea. I think that's the second time we've done that to them this season, getting a late goal to grab a win, and really heartbreaking stuff for them. Even though they've won the title, it wouldn't bother them too much. They're champions, but it's a huge win for us and helps us to cement that Champions League spot. I guess for at least another day, because Manchester United do have a game in hand, but if they do miss out on the 3 points in that game, we have cemented the Champions League spot even. So 6.9 rating, not the best of ratings, but happy to have gotten the goal. And as you can see, winning the Golden Boot this season, something that eluded us last season, so really happy to get 27 goals in your debut Premier League season. Is a really fantastic result for Lethal Jizzle. And he also won the Player of the Competition award, so achieving big things in 2 seasons. As you can see here, here's the final table: Chelsea, Arsenal, Spurs and QPR in those spots at the moment. I don't know when those games in hand are going to be played, but we're going to the World Cup next episode, so we're going to miss out on that. Bolton, West Ham and Cardiff decides going down. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you have, feel free to leave a like. If you didn't, feel free to hit the dislike button. But if you've loved the video and you think you enjoyed the rest of the content on my channel, feel free to subscribe, and I'll talk to you in a bit.